Hey folks, it's Dave back again today, and we're going back in time to play the other wildcard game in 1979. It's the Denver Broncos at the Houston Oilers. Now, back in the day, Houston won this one in a low-scoring event, 13-7. Houston would then go on to play the San Diego Chargers, and Miami would go to Pittsburgh. And that's what will happen if Houston wins this one again. But if Denver wins, Denver will go to Pittsburgh, and Miami will go to San Diego. If I have all my notes correct, we're gonna play this one today, as I've been playing a lot of my playoff games here with game-winning drive football. You can find it at downeygames.com. And let's get the show on the road, shall we? Okay, so these will be the Denver dice, the dark and the light, and the Houston dice will be the teal with the white. So let's see who's going to win the toss. It's going to be Houston. So Houston will kick things off here in the first quarter. Now, if you notice, there's no kick or punt return. So in the Chicago-Philadelphia game, we had to roll a lot of extra dice because we had the punt and the kick return. In fact, we had a punt return for a touchdown by the Bears in that game, which you'll have to go and check out my other video to see how the Bears and Philadelphia made out in their wild card game. Let me just adjust this here. And we're good to go. All right, so Houston's ball here in the first half, first quarter, first possession. Dan Pastorini will lead the Oilers against the Broncos. And this is a 12 and a 66. So Pastorini with a good drive, drives him down the field. It will stall, though, and they'll settle for a Tony Frisch field goal. And it is 3-0 for the Oilers. Let's get an idea on how long that field goal was. That was a 25-yard field goal by Frisch. I like just to add that on there, just for fun. All right, so it is 3-0 Houston. Pastorini driving them down the field. Now, there's no kickoff return, so we're just going to roll. So now it's going to be Denver here, their first possession of the game, trailing by 3. And Denver, that's a 42 and a 25. So Denver comes out of that, and they're just going to kick that away. Craig Morton could not get anything going for the Broncos, and they will punt it away. And it goes back to the Oilers. So the Oilers, Pastorini again, with a 3-point lead at home, trying to knock off the Broncos here in the wildcard game. That is a 21 and a 56. So another successful drive, and it's another field goal by Frisch. And so now it's 6-0. Broncos defense holding tight, holding them to field goals, but they do trail. So how long was that field goal here? That was a 34-yard field goal for Frisch. So he's connected from 20, what is that, 23 or 25, and also 34. And so now the Broncos find themselves in a hole. So Denver now with their second possession of the game. They went 3 and out on the last one. They trail by 6. Morton now trying to get something going for the Broncos. 44 and 46. Hopefully you can see all that. And nothing going. They hold. The Oilers defense holds. And actually the ball was going to be picked off. So a 44 and a 46. Morton overthrew his man, and it's picked off by the Oilers. And that's going to be an interception. Not only did they not get anything going, it's picked off. So now we roll. We do have a small chance for an interception return for a touchdown. And no, he does not get into the end zone. But Houston with great field position now as we get down to the final couple of minutes here of the first quarter. They lead by 6, and they're in a position to add more. So now, if you look here, because of the interception, 11-26 now becomes 11-36 for this next possession. So the Oilers now, Pastorini looking good on the day. And that is 16, and he drives him down the field again. This time he hands it off to Earl Campbell, and Campbell's going to drive this one in for the touchdown run. So TD by Campbell on the run. And that tacks on 6 more for the Oilers. Oh, I got to go the other way. That gets it up to 12 now. Oh, I always do that. So 12-0. As we close out the first quarter, they're going to line up for the extra point. 11-65 is good for the kick. And 53 is good. So the PAT is good. And it's now 13-0 home team here at the Astrodome as we head to the second quarter. So Denver with it now. They trail by 13. Morton under center, trying to get something going for the Broncos here on the road. And so that's not going to be good. That's a 56-11. So that's a fumble. The Broncos turn it over again, as I think that was Armstrong, the running back, coughing that up on the run. So there's a small chance for a return here. So the Oilers defense picking up that ball, and they get no further than that. But again, we adjust the scoring now for the Oilers because of the turnover. So Denver going backwards now, an interception and a fumble in this game. And the Oilers looking to take advantage here. Pastorini working with the short field again. This is a 31, and because of the turnover, that's going to result in some points. So 31 is good, 45, and that is going to be a touchdown pass. Pastorini finding Burrow in the corner of the end zone, and the Oilers increase their lead. So make this 19 pending the extra point. So the turnovers coming back to haunt the Broncos in this one, and they're in a deep, deep hole looking for the point after here, and 41 is good. So make it 20 now. It's 20-0 for the Oilers. Broncos getting the ball back now. Morton has done nothing in this one. Although he did throw an interception. So here come the Broncos right now. 53-22. So that's going to go nowhere, and they're going to have to kick it away. So Denver is going to be punting this one away, and the Oilers will get it back with about 6 minutes to go here in the half. So Houston with the ball, leading 20-0 here in the wildcard game. They're hoping to punch their ticket to San Diego. Pastorini brings them out. That's a 43 and a 12. So 40, it's a turnover. And they fumble it. That was a 12. So they fumble the ball, and the Broncos get a break, and they can't yes, they can. They can return the fumble. So the defense scoops up the ball, and they get tackled right there. So right before the half, we get down to 2 minutes to go in the half. And Denver now with great field position, looking to get on the board. They don't have much time, though, but they do have 11-34. So 11-34 gets them some points before the half. They desperately need Morton under center. He's got Moses and Upchurch wide, trying to make something happen. And this is a 14, and they do. They drive it down the field, and he flips it in the corner, and that's a touchdown pass to Moses. Right before the half, TD pass to Moses. That's a pass. And Denver gets on the board, and that's a big score at the end of the first half. So we're going to take a look at the PAT, 11-62 for Denver. And it's a 60, and they miss it. A 64, and the extra point is no good. And so we go to the half. 20-6 in favor of the Oilers. Oh my, nothing went right in that half. They got that pass at the end of Moses to get them on the board, but holy smoke, the Broncos are their worst enemy right now, missing that extra point. So here we go. We kick off the second half. Denver will get the ball. There's no kick return chance, so it's just a normal drive. So here come the Broncos. That is a 31 and a 41. And he's picked off again. It's another interception on Morton by the Oilers. Let's see if they run this one back. And no, they're tackled right there. But again, it's going to be terrific field position for Houston as they're dominating this game. First possession, Pastorini, short field again. He comes out of the huddle. That's a 41-11. So even with the 36 tacked on, it's not. And it's another fumble. Wilson ran up the middle, and he coughed it up. So 2 turnovers to start this half is a 41, turnover and 11. That is a fumble. So Denver, see if they run this one back. They get a chance to run it back. And, they came close, but they do not. They are tackled. So Denver with the ball now with a short field to work with. So Denver with it. They trail 20-6 here in the third quarter. 11-34 for Denver. Gets them some points. And they got it. That's a 12-32. So 12-32. They march down, and they're going to get a field goal from Turner, who missed an extra point in this one. But that's good enough for some points anyway. So we got to get that up to 9. And it's 20-9 now. Houston. And they will get the ball back here in the third quarter. Houston now. And that'll be down to about 6 minutes to go here in the third. Actually, no, that's the last possession. So we're down to about 3 minutes here. So the last possession of the third quarter here. Houston up 20-9. Pastorini trying to lead him down the field. 15. And he does in a 65, and that is going to be another field goal. Tony Frisch chipping in with a field goal, and it's 23-9 for the Oilers. And that will end. No, we got one more set. I'm sorry, we got one more set. Denver gets the ball back here late in the quarter. So we'll put it at 1 minute. So Denver gets the ball back here late in the third quarter. But Frisch coming back with a field goal as Pastorini drove him down the field, and they're in command here. So Denver now one last chance here in the third quarter, and that is that ain't even close, 66-25, and that drive went absolutely nowhere, and that's going to be a punt. So we go to the fourth quarter here in Houston. It's the Oilers 23 and the Broncos 9. Houston gets the ball first, looking to put the dagger in with this drive. Pastorini, he's got Earl Campbell in the backfield. Capster and Burrow off to the side. That is a 21. That's going to be good. So 21 is good, and a 51. And that is a touchdown pass. This time he goes to Castor. TD pass to Castor. And tack on 6 more. And just like that, it is 29. Oh, there goes my scoreboard. It is oh, man. No, we're going to have to leave it like that, I think. 29-9. And we roll for the extra point. And a 66 is no good. So the extra point is no good. Each team has missed an extra point. So the score is now 29-9. Oh, boy. So Denver will get the ball back here. They're running out of time. In fact, they're going to need a miracle now to pull this one off. We get about 9 minutes to play. So Morton comes out now. And that is going to be a 16 and a 56. So 16, they do drive down the field, and a 56 is another touchdown pass. So Denver still alive. A TD pass, as this time he finds Upchurch in the corner. And Upchurch gets Denver some much-needed points. So 15 now. 29-15. They roll for the extra point. They missed the last extra point. And 64 is no good. He missed it again. So we've had 3 missed extra points in this game. And that's just killing the Broncos right now. Just adding insult to injury. So Houston gets the ball back. And they're in good shape to win this one here. So they got about 6 minutes to play. It's the Oilers now. Pastorini just trying to grind out the clock. They're up 29-15. And that's a 62 and a 12. So they don't get it. And they fumble. It's the third fumble of the game. This time it was Carpenter as he got hit, and Denver jars the ball loose. And looking to see if they're going to run it back. And a 22. They do. Denver picks up the fumble, and they go down and they score on the fumble return. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's now 29-21. But there's only one possession left, so Denver's going to try the kick here. They need the extra point first. They've missed 2 today, and this one is good. Just barely it is good. So make this 22, so 29-22. It's a 7-point gain. Now, according to the rules of this game, if I take out my rule book here, you can try an onside kick. You have to do it. So we got 2 minutes to play. Okay, we got 1 possession left. It should be Houston's possession, but we can do an onside kick. So here's how the rules read for the onside kick. Team has just scored a touchdown to kick the field goal. They're down by no more than 7, and it's the last possession. Okay, so it is the last possession. So if they roll doubles, we get it. If not, the game is over. Okay, so we got to roll doubles. So let me get the roll 2 dice to determine if we get it. So 2 minutes to play. It's an onside kick coming for the Broncos. They trail by 7 points. They just scooped up a fumble and returned it. We need doubles to get the ball back if you're a Broncos fan. And they do not get it. Houston recovers the onside kick, and that will be the final. So Houston hangs on with some drama here at the Astrodome, and the onside kick is not recovered, and that'll do it. So Houston, Dan Pastorini comes out and celebrates with his teammates, and they will indeed go on to San Diego in the divisional round. So I hope you enjoyed this playthrough here. Again, I am playing this on Game-Winning Drive Football. Find it at downeygames.com. And again, I set all this up in advance so I could just play through the game. It's a fun game to play. Roll the dice to see what happens. You can see we had some fun today, and it was Houston barely hanging on to this one, 29-22. So everybody, thanks for watching. I'm Dave, and until next time, good night.